Is Matthew fucking saying words? This dude fucking belligerent. Oh my god!
I don't remember.
Your car's breaking down, bitch, and you drive a Honda Civic, and he doesn't have the airbags. His airbags are going to deploy, bitch.
You're in
bitch,
debt.
I'm in debt, but I'm living my life luxury, bitch.
Welcome back, guys. This is the 7th official episode of Undebatable.
Yay!
My name is Michael.
My name's Matthew.
My name is Kerry Wayne Abel Jr.
And y'all know the dealio. 3 brothers. We have a podcast. We giving our opinions. We know the truth. Keep listening. Who wants to give the topic?
Okay, the topic of today's episode is drum roll. Who is the most underappreciated player in the NFL?
Oh, bro.
Yeah. I can start off if y'all want.
Go for it.
Alrighty, guys. Y'all know who it is. Chew.
In the gym.
Buff. Hit the gym. Look at it. Pink. How's your barber doing, bitch?
What did he say?
Okay, I'm going to go straight forward. I feel like the most unappreciated player is Brandon Cook. Multiple reasons. Back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons. He's been on plenty of offenses and is still producing. He's consistent. Yes, a lot of people say he's a speedster. That's all he's used for. But I think it's more than just that. It's kind of hard that he's different years, that he's played with the Saints, then he's went to the Rams and the Patriots, and now with Houston, he's still doing good even with Davis Mills. I really think people don't give him enough credit as he deserves. He's played in a bunch of different types of offenses. He's had other either better receivers against them or worse, and he's still been either better or barely below. Examples. His rookie season, he had to start with the Saints. He got the first. He was the first pick, 20th pick, I think. He was behind Jimmy Graham, and he was behind Colston, and he only got like 500 yards and a couple TDs, which, yeah, it's ass kind of, but he's a rookie. It's understandable. He's like the third receiver. But then as you go on, his stats were increasing, and then it came along with the Saints, and then they got Michael Thomas, so they didn't need him anymore, which is kind of sad and booty butt chins, but it's whatever. But if you look at his stats with the Saints, I told you about the first season, second season, 1,100 yards and 9 touchdowns, 84 receptions. That's good. And then his last season with the Saints, he had about 78 receptions, 1,100 yards, and he had 8 touchdowns. The Saints didn't want to pay him. He goes to the Patriots. He has another good season, 1,000 yards, 7 touchdowns. Same thing. Then the Patriots, they trade his ass. He goes to the Rams. He has a 1,200-yard season, 5 touchdowns. Sadly, the next year he gets hurt. And then he goes to the Texans where he had a 1,100-yard season, 6 touchdowns. Yes, he did have Deshaun. I give him that. And then, but the thing is, he had Drew Brees at the end of his career. 2016, that was like his last probably good year. Drew Brees, as I'm saying. Then he went to Tom Brady, but then he had Jared Goff. And y'all know Jared Goff. He's Bootity Buns. So, yeah, I think Brandon Cooks, with the stuff he was given, and then even like with the different teams, when he was with the Saints, it was Michael Thomas, Jimmy Graham. When he went to the Patriots, it was Gronk, and it was Edelman. When he went to the Rams, he had Cooper Kupp, Robert Woods. And then Houston, he had Will Fuller. It's just, I think out of every year he's played, he's been consistent. He's good. I truly think he's underappreciated. He's never made a Pro Bowl, too, and that's fucking crazy. I think he's pretty good.
Why do you think he keeps getting traded?
Because I think there's always either his injuries is a big reason. Well, with the Saints, he got traded because he wanted money and he wanted the ball more. But if you have Thomas, why would you need another one if you have Thomas?
And we spread the ball. It doesn't go around
the Patriots, he did go to the Super Bowl with him. You know what's crazy to me? Maybe Belichick decided, well, we still have Gronk and we still have Edelman and we have like Chris Hogan, Danny Amendola. Why do we need Cooks too?
Well, they didn't want to pay him all that
too.
much.
That's what I'm saying. No one wants to pay him. I just find it crazy that like Brandon Cooks can be a starter for a team. He can. He's the number 1/2. And then with the Rams, I think they already had too many receivers. Why would they pay?
It's just so crazy. They had all three of those.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. And he's played with Jared Goff and he did that good. And you just got to look at it. I just feel like when people think of Brandon Cooks, they think of him as like a top 30, maybe even below that. I feel like he's a starter on the team. He deserves more credit where credit's due. He's been doing good with the Houston Texans with David fucking Mills. Who the fuck is that guy, dude? Who the fuck? Like, come on. But yeah, that's my personal opinion. I think Brandon Cooks is underappreciated.
The Texans should trade his ugly ass.
They should. They should. And he should go to a team.
Somewhere where it matters.
Imagine if he went to the Ravens. That could be a good receiver.
Or to the Packers.
Imagine the Packers.
Or back to the Saints.
No, don't
Just
do
saying.
that.
Who that?
Why the fuck you
You're looking for all those wide receiver needy teams. I mean,
But we'll see. But what do y'all have to say? Who do y'all think?
I can go next. I agree on Matthew's point. He is underappreciated. This is just, I was doing thinking, but I'm not going to lie. If it wasn't for fantasy football, I would never known or how important this person was. But I think Marvin Jones Jr.
Who the fuck is that guy?
And I was like that at first, but after reading up about him and all that stuff, he started his career drafted in the 5th round in 2012 to the Bengals, and the Bengals are loaded with people. They had AJ Green, Mohamed Sanu, Tyler Eifert. They had the running back committee. At that time when he went there, they made it to the playoffs like twice, but after that they started tanking and all that stuff. But the time he was there at the Bengals for the 3 seasons, his first year was only 200 yards, but his second and third year, 700 yards, 10 touchdowns, 800 yards, 4 touchdowns.
That's good.
And then free agency happened, but the Bengals didn't want to pay him, so he wound up signing with the Lions. When he signed with the Lions, they also signed Golden Tate. They drafted Eric Ebron, they had, Kenny Galladay in the future, and he did really well with the Lions.
Even when Kenny Galladay got hurt, he stepped up and he put up good points.
And his years at the Lions, again, you don't really hear much about him, but 4th year, 900 yards, 4 touchdowns. 5th year, 1,100 yards. Snub from the Pro Bowl. 9
touchdowns too that year too.
6th year, 500 yards, 5 touchdowns, but he was injured. 7th year, 775, 9. 8th year, 975, 9. Pro Bowl snub. So he had a good career at the Bengals. He had a good career with those years with the Lions. He finished the Lions' career. He left the Lions as the 3rd all-time receiving touchdowns in history with 35, and now his first year with the Jaguars, he's got Trevor Lawrence. He started off hot, but right now he
had a couple cold games, but the most recent game he went off, what I know? Have him in fantasy, everyone.
Like for me, it's like you don't ever hear anything positive about him, and people can argue, well, Kerry, he's just that 2nd, 3rd receiver. I don't value him at that at all. I think he's a number 2 above average receiver with playmaking one abilities. He just never got the chance to be on that team to be a number 1 receiver.
That's kind of his fault, though.
No, but because you have to think about the people who was starting against. Okay, imagine you got AJ Green and Tyler Eifert on one side. People are going to pick them.
No, I know that, but
you have Kenny Galladay. They're going to pick him, dude.
But think about it, Mike.
I'm not saying that, though. I'm saying he chose to go to the booty bun Lions that we all know is not good, even with Matthew Stafford, right?
And I agree with you with that.
And imagine him going from there to the Jags. He could have went. I bet you he must have gotten paid at the Jags. I don't even know how much he makes, but I guarantee he's making.
He did get a good bit,
but I'm saying, imagine if he would have went to a contender, right?
Yeah.
Like the
then
Baltimore Ravens
have a whole different value on him.
It's just crazy to me because it's like it reminds me of Marcus Colson in a way, because like Marcus Colson re-signed with the Saints a couple of times. He could have left to go somewhere else, and he knew how good he was, and
he knew how good Drew Brees was too, though.
And the thing was, he was content. He wasn't like all about me. He didn't have that ego. The same thing was with Marvin Jones. He didn't care about, like, he felt like, and I feel like that with free agents out there when they go to a different team and we're like, come on, that's a booty ass. Why go to the Lions? But then the Lions are rebuilding. Golden Tate.
They've been rebuilding for like their whole
I know,
lives.
but you think and you get a stacked up offense that's something we commit.
Look at Kenny Galladay. He assumed going to the Giants because they were signing all these people and everyone's coming back injured. They're going to be a good team.
Y'all are the only ones that thought that was gonna be good.
What?
But I think Kenny Galladay, it may
He's
be different
injured though,
with him in
and
the future.
I'm not gonna lie. I still, besides him being on the Giants, I think Kenny Galladay is a good receiver. And I'm not gonna lie, him with the Lions, he was good. Like he was a good. Whenever he played, he put up what he needed to do. I just think some people don't have connections. Hashtag Odell Beckham and Baker. Thank you.
The last thing I just want to say with him is what made him unique that I notice is his height. He's a 6'2" receiver.
Yeah.
He ran a 4.40. I mean, he has great route running skills. He's separation. He was known for running the sidelines, making those catches.
Crazy catches too.
And the other thing was like what his route running and his vision, he could separate mid route and just connect with the quarterback and just go into a completely different direction and throw the cornerbacks off. That's what made him deadly. He's known for catching 10-yard plus passes all the time in clutch situations. So he's not your typical wide receiver that's going to catch like, your 1,500 yards or whatever. He is your clutch red zone guy, and that's
Like
what
Tyler
he's known
Lockett.
for.
That's
So,
he's like a taller Tyler Lockett.
So, I mean, like, that's why I think he's just underappreciated. It's because you don't ever hear about him. I would have known he would have put up all those, stats until, I played fantasy. I'm like, damn, this dude's actually really good. And he's always done me well. But, he's 31 years old. And
I just think there's always been a bigger name against him. Like across from, that's why he has got that knowledge.
Yeah.
That people are like, oh my God, he's good. Well, it just
if
happens.
you're good enough, you're gonna.
But that's what I'm saying. When
You're
you have
gonna
another
murder.
name across from you,
when
no
he
one's
was
gonna
putting
care.
up those 900, 1,000, 1,100 yards at the Lions, same thing. Golden Tate was putting up equal numbers alongside him. So you had two
Golden
people
Tate's
doing.
more.
But I'm just saying, identical numbers pretty much side to side. So I mean, you got two receivers putting that up. It's like Cooper Kupp and Robert Woods last year, doing all that stuff. It's like when you had Stephon Diggs and Adam Thielen. Like you're gonna have those, but that's pretty much it for him. But Mike, what do you think? Who's
your
the most underappreciated person?
Mine's tough.
Who do you know? It is.
This guy's a fucking comedian. Carrie, quit your day job, bitch.
How's your barber doing? Look at go.
No, but on a serious note, mine's kind of difficult because there's the ones they've picked are actually lower, like on ranking lists and stuff like that. I feel like
Yours must be like a saint, like a
I
cool
just
guy.
want to say my wide receiver is a top 30 for the past like 7-8 years out of all the receivers.
I get it.
I'm just saying. Keep going.
I think Cooks is better than him though. Keep going.
He's ranked a little bit higher.
Michael Thomas, I feel like is very underappreciated.
What did he say?
And it started a couple years ago,
Explain.
back when he had his like greatest season of all time. Like
Lift your mic
for
up,
hit.
son.
Yeah, bro.
Talk into it.
Talking to the
Say it
mic.
with your chest.
Yeah, bitch.
I'm gonna say it with my chest. But Michael Thomas, shit.
Fuck, man. Cut it.
Listen to me. Michael Thomas has been very unappreciative, and
He
I'm
has.
explaining why. When he had his first season with us and he was really successful, all people really known him as Slant Boy and Slant Man and all these things.
Bitch,
and
yeah.
To me, it never really made sense because what fans try to do is they try to take a player's best attribute and take it away and say, well, if this person didn't do this, they would be nothing. And to me, that makes no sense because we could do that with every player in the history of the league and take a best quality or a best ability and take it away and just see how it changes them. You know what I mean? But to me, these stats I found that were interesting is all of his routes that weren't slants in his 2019 season, which was his healthy season, the last time he was fully healthy. Catches without slant routes, 119, he was first. Yards, 1,400 yards, first. His receiving grade was 90. He was third amongst all receivers. His receiver rating was sixth. Explosive plays, anything 15 yards or more, he was second. Yards per route run, 2.9, he was first. He was still first to sixth in all these major categories without slants. So you can't. I feel like the bigger picture of him always gets taken away.
It's just like Lamar with the running back shit, dude.
Route. And I just think it's kind of whack. And now, even though he's been hurt for the last couple of years, and I get why he can't be in the top couple of receivers, like top 3, but I think it's really disrespectful not to even have him like top 5. Like to have him in the bottom 10, like. There's no way that some of these receivers that they're ranking above him, like Allen Robinson or like Justin Jefferson, like even though these are great receivers, he was the best in the
league. Offensive player of the year.
2019. It's
Great
like everybody
route
forgot
running
about
skills.
it.
Yeah.
And he can run. He can catch. His catch percentage is
And
elite amongst
we've
everybody.
never seen him with a QB. Like, we had his years with Drew was Drew's last. We've never seen him with a competent deep route QB who can throw the ball deep.
People like tend to say too is that Drew Brees made him because Drew Brees, his accuracies would let him to be that great. But my thing is, if slants are so easy, or if they're short, and even though short to intermediate routes is his like forte,
Yeah.
if it's so easy, why can't everybody do it? That's what I ask everybody, because everybody says, oh, well, he's only succeeding because of this or only because of that. But if it's that easy,
then do it.
Everybody should be able to do it, and they can't. And that's the whole point. I'm not saying that he's undervalued, like just like Marvin Jones and Brandon Cooks is kind of like a different discussion. But it just breaks my heart to see all of these people just spit blasphemy around. And I know Michael Thomas isn't perfect, but I think when he comes back this year, I think he's going to expose everybody and show the whole world that what he was, like, or what he's going to be, because he can grow with Jameis. He's still young.
I don't think it's going to be probably this year. I think this year they're going to slowly put him back in, but maybe closer to the next year, we're going to see the true him. I want him to be healthy. I hate seeing receivers playing hurt. Even though he's going to come back from an injury, he's still not going to be healthy. They're going to slowly.
Like we just forgot about him.
I know. I think that sucks too. But at the end of the
Like
day,
Odell.
Dude, that used to be a debate, Odell versus Michael Thomas. That was
Shut the
such an
fuck
ass
up, y'all.
debate in hindsight.
point blank, Marvin Jones, his peak is above average. That's his peak. Brandon Cooks could play at not a top 5 level, at a top 10, top 15 level. Brandon Cooks can do that. Michael Thomas can play as a top 3 level. He still could if his injuries don't fuck him like some other receivers who came back with hurt QBs on the Cleveland Browns. You fucking bitch. Okay, as I was saying. That's how I feel about that. Brandon Cooks, I feel bad. Hope you get traded to a good team. You deserve it.
This is a tougher conversation to have because there's so many players who, like, I feel like most of the players in the league are, like, ranked about right. It's just some get overlooked because the thing is, if you're not winning, nobody really gives a fuck. That's the truth.
That's the truth, too. But you know what? That's not true, too,
Fact.
because
And
Brandon
that's why
Cooks,
a bunch of Pro Bowls fucking snobs happen.
well, no, snubs, yeah, that's what happens, too.
said
because
snobs.
Snob. I'm like, what the fuck
Knob
is...
on my knob.
the fuck is that guy?
No,
He
like...
meant fucking
that's,
snub.
yeah, isn't it crazy, too?
Nib.
Brandon Cooks never went to a Pro Bowl. That's fucking crazy in itself. Marvin Jones, we already know he didn't go to Pro Bowl. What about your guy? Michael Thomas has. But it's like, isn't that crazy? Just like Colson, he's never went to a Pro Bowl, but he's had decent seasons. But it's all about the fucking names. Evan Ingram, who the fuck are you?
Who the fuck is that guy?
That's his tight end.
But yeah, but who out of all three of the receivers do y'all think?
It's most unappreciated.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I get that it's probably not going to be
who do
Michael
you-
Thomas.
I don't think it's him.
considering-
I think Cooks, the reason why I truly think it's Cooks is because Cooks has done a lot. Even though his peak wasn't as high as Thomas, Cooks has done a lot with a lot of different teams, a lot of different strategies. I just feel like he deserves to get some type of appreciation.
You know, the thing is, that's true. I feel like I just think Michael Thomas deserves a lot more respect. Maybe appreciation even in the world. I just think he deserves more respect for the world. Like, I just think he deserves that.
But you know why they're
earned
not?
that.
Because if Michael Thomas wasn't so, what's that word? Controversial. If he was just normal, like if he,
I know.
I truly feel like that fucked up his reputation.
Remember that thing with Devontae Parker on Instagram?
Yeah, that was dumb. He shouldn't
you
even
see that,
tried.
Karen?
Yeah.
That really, him being controversial fucked his whole,
Yeah, no.
why people look at him. And like he crying, like with his first couple of years, he was normal.
But guess what? Y'all can't guard him still.
Well,
Booyah.
who's that guy?
baby.
Wait, who's that guy that, remember the Bucks championship? It was like the playoff game. Who's that guy? Andrew something who stopped him, but he had like a broken ankle. Who's that guy he stopped Michael Thomas, the cornerback? Do y'all not know? Tony something? Y'all don't fucking know?
Is Matthew fucking saying words? This dude fucking belligerent. Oh my God.
I don't remember.
Your car's breaking down, bitch, and you drive a Honda Civic, and he doesn't have the airbags. His
You're
airbags are
in
going to deploy,
debt.
bitch.
You're in
bitch,
debt.
I'm in debt, but I'm living my life luxury, bitch. Fuck
right.
you. Don't matter. But also,
Either way, though.
I want to let everyone know, thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking. Thank you for commenting. All the haters out there, fuck you. We're not going to fuck about what you do.
We just want to throw this out there. Starting next week, we're going to start having some guests on.
Yeah, we are.
Name who, because it's going to be a very big surprise. And we'll kind of post it on Instagram, giving y'all little hints and stuff. But it's going to be really exciting and really fun.
And also, I will be posting clips on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. I want y'all to see these moments when I fucking roast these losers. I want y'all to see the laughter that we have. And when Carrie talks, everyone does this. Or we say,
Who the fuck is that guy?
but yeah, at the end of the day, we appreciate y'all. How do y'all feel?
I just want to say, Marvin Jones, if you're watching, don't forget to subscribe, like, ring the bell for new episodes. Listen to me. I just want to say you are the NFL's most appreciated player. And
What the fuck did he?
What did he
Matthew needs to wear a bra. Michael knows nothing. And finally, let's go, Brandon.
What the fuck? We're canceled. We're fucking canceled.
Wow,
Fuck, man.
Episode. Let's go.
Thank you, everybody. Carrie's ball. Call us Barber. We want a barber. Dun 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 dun. RB.